Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're 2 days into the dumpster fire, or dumpster battle, and today we're gonna pick up some building health, all the way at the end of the tree, and go 6 ER. Cause both those things should be a pretty nice bonus for our hits. Still not having too many defenses, still no damage amps, but we'll still see how it goes. Got a 17 over here. This one, a kind of dirty 5 ER. He's got flames and a damage amp. Although we could try the same hit when we defib those 3 ERs. Even though he has a bunch of buildings, all we gotta remember is where we're shocking and where we cry bomb. So maybe starting with 1 cry bomb towards the middle. And we can do 1 shock towards this left stuff. Even though that machine gun's in range, it should be slowed down. And especially 1 shock on this right side. We don't really have to worry about those flames because they're going to be slowed down and we're going to defib right on top, so they should die pretty soon. And really just using seekers for these bottom 2 ERs. So dropping something like that, we'll get 1 cry bomb, 3 defibs and 2 shocks. Get a serum going there. And we'll do 1 more cryo bomb on the right side. We'll get 1 more serum going. And then just flare the last ER with a shock. Maybe 2 shocks. So even just like that, can take down 3 ERs with defib. Holding a 334. Still kinda lucky so far, not losing too many seeks every hit. And looks like a win. Even though it's only a 5 ER, the defib part is a bit tricky, so we can kinda break it down. And with the seekers knowing that all we need them for are these 2 ERs, so it really doesn't matter 4 on this side, 4 on that side. As soon as you drop them, you don't care about them, cause then you focus over here. You do want to deal with those shock mines on the left, so we know we'll do 1 cryo bomb and 3 defibs right there. We don't want to do it on the same spot because then they might all hit 1 building. So we're kind of alternating them, doing like 1 in that boom cannon, 1 in that flame, 1 in that machine gun. And because where we defib right on top of, they're going to kill first, we don't have to always shock those buildings. We're really the ones kind of flanking them. So 1 shock over here, and on the right side, especially getting stuff like critter launchers, machine guns, mortars. And by the time you threw all the shocks, should be all the rifles down, so we can do 1 serum over here. And they'll quickly kill all this stuff, kill this ER, kill that one. And on this base, because there's a few shock mines, do another cry bomb towards the right side. And when the left ERs go down, we just flare the last one. Maybe 1 more serum so they can quickly go to that ER and take it down. So really a lot of stuff on the ability side, but if it works out then it can do a lot with just defib. I still think these are the easier kind of hits, because at least with your seekers, you don't have to worry too much about where they're gonna go. You just drop them, forget about them, and all in this one side, worry about your abilities. And with this chest here, we can finally open 6 ER. It should be a little better than 5. And upgrade wise, most buildings are level 4. Maybe we can get some damage amps. And we'll probably pick up flames too. So we'll get those, keep them at level 4. Though the one thing we'll get instead of damage amps is we do want some art. And we're not going to upgrade it because we're only using it for mines. So it doesn't matter if it's level 1 or maxed out. Got a match right here, and a 6 ER. So this one we'll also try using defib for the 3 ERs towards the back. Knowing for seekers we can do pretty much anything. Usually it's 2 seekers for each ER, and kind of 4, maybe like around this side. Eventually they'll go towards this ER. And really it's just planning out the defib. So we know we can shock that shock launcher from the right side. And maybe want to shock all this stuff here. So it's still one cryo bomb towards the middle. Because we're slowing down those buildings, don't really have to worry about those machine guns. And see how it goes. So Seekers on this side. And then zoom in, do a cryo bomb. Do 1, 2, 3 defibs and 2 shocks. As we're going, we'll do 1 serum. And pretty soon a cryo bomb towards the right side. Do want to shock that shock launcher again. And send 1 flare with the serum. This ER should die pretty soon, even though that shock launcher is annoying. But maybe 332. So if there's any leftover seconds on the bottom, you can do some GBE there. But for the most part, getting those 332, those kind of times. It still is pretty fast hits, but like we showed before, once you drop the Seekers, you don't worry about them, and really just focus on the defib. Always a cryo bomb first, and 3 defib kinda staggered. Using, looks like most cases, 2 shocks. And once your rifles are down, do a serum. And on the right side where we're gonna flare, do any more cryo bomb shocks if we have to, and 1 more serum. So most cases should get all 3 ERs down. This one we got pretty dirty base. Got 70 building health, 60 building damage. So if anything, we're just worried that we'll lose too many Seeks. Well, on a base like this, we know that some Seeks are going to go to these 2 ERs, and then want to go all the way across the gap. But we can kind of use that to our advantage. Using 4 Seeks to get these 2 ERs, and since we know they're going to wrap around, we'll do 4 more Seeks on the right side, because then those 4 can go straight to this ER, and finish like that. Since there's no way we can hack those shock launchers, we'll do a hack. We can go ahead and do a defib behind the shield and see how it works out. So starting off with 4 Seekers here. And as we're going, we'll do 2 cryo bombs and 1 defib above the shield. Get the other going. Do 1 serum on those Seeks. We'll get 1 more cryo bomb on this side. And want to shock some stuff. Get a few more serums going. And you see those Seekers are wrapping back around. So might have enough for 1 more shock. And kind of lucky not losing too many. And getting a 329. Is a bit tougher since you're kind of doing a lot of abilities at once. But for these dirty bases, still working okay. Looking at the base again, it's going to be 4 Seekers going right there. And it's the same deal. We're doing a cryo bomb where there's a bunch of mines. You're going to go to that ER and then this one. And most cases, wrap all the way around for this ER. Since we can't do anything to those shock launchers, we can cryo bomb, let's say, the right side. And as we do that, we'll do maybe a defib there. Usually 1 is enough. I know he doesn't have max flames or machine guns, but sometimes maybe do a second defib. And we know we're doing 4 delayed towards the right side. But not only do you want to do these cryo bombs and shocks, you really want to do serum right as you're about to hit the ERs. Because that way they could speed up, take every ER down. So usually 1 serum on this side, and 1 more on the right. If there's any chance you can use shocks, there's some good value like over here. Maybe getting the shock launcher right there. So if there's a bit more building damage or max buildings, maybe use a little less serums and more shocks. But for the most part, still just managing the hit. But kind of hoping that Seekers are fast enough where they can just escape past buildings. 1 more match over here. And got another 6 ER, which I think we can try out that defib hit. This time there's a sky shield covering the right side. So what we can do is defib maybe under the shield. Still doing 2 shocks, one on the right side, one over here. And eventually we're gonna flare towards this left side, which might take a bit more time, but we'll see how it goes. And again with the Seekers part, just dropping them and kind of ignoring them. So we'll do maybe 3 on this left side, 5 on the right. And over here do 1 Cry Bomb, got 3 defibs and 2 shocks. As you're going down, we'll get a serum going. Already starting 1 Cry Bomb towards the left. And I really want to speed up this side, so we'll flare this ER. And then the last one, get 1 more serum going. Isn't super fast because got these rifles going, but 331. So even with the flares, you can have the rifles decently fast. And see if it's enough. But 2 seconds, looks like it is. And that's gonna give us 18, so we'll take that chest. Also getting 1 over here. Now we did see a lot of people go towards 7 ER, which does seem pretty handy. Not so much because of the deck layout, which we thought. It's more so having an extra ER where you can't really do hits like this. Pretty much every single 6 ER, you can go ahead and defib the back 3. But once you go 7 and having that extra ER, it's a little tougher to pull it off. But looking at our unlocks over here, maybe just enough for, let's say, some damage amps and going 7. Because we don't need cannons, troop health just yet. Building damage is really the only other thing. So right now running 10% troop health, 140 troop damage. So I think we'll give those just a bit of love. Like troop health maybe level 3. And I think just 1 more level on troop damage. As far as unlocks go, picking up some damage amps and maybe already going 7. I think it is better than getting cannons or even troop health. So we will just open up 7 and kind of just wait until tomorrow. 2 days in the season and already almost all the tech. So now it's really just a matter of getting those upgrades in and ranking up. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.